morning everyone. Yes, welcome back to our online class. Alright, so how was your weekend everyone? Yeah, what did you do on your weekend? So I hope that you have a great weekend. Right, so today is Monday, our beginning of the week, right? So this is the first day of the week. Right, so every Monday morning we are going to study about our Blueprint 5 and listening to the news 1. Okay, but our first session is we have to start with our blueprint subject. Okay, so in this blueprint subject today, we are going to start our lesson as well. Right, so now let's start with me about our lesson today. So today we are starting on our page 28. So please turn your book to page 28 all together, everyone. Are you there, everyone? Yes, very good. Okay, now our lesson 4 is about childhood favorites. Okay, so because our module 2 is talk about the memories in the past time, right? That's why our lesson mostly related to what thing that we did in our past time, especially to the childhood memory. Okay, so as what you see in our title, childhood favorites. So when you see about our title, what do you think about, everyone? Maybe about the food, maybe about the games, maybe about the movie. Okay, so today we are going to starting about the movie as well, right? So in the lesson today, we also focus about our like the favorite movie when you were a child. Okay, like your childhood favorite movie as well. Okay, so now let's spend some time to do about our warm-up section. Okay, so before we are going to move on to another section, let's start with our warm-up section first. Alright, so now warm-up section, you need to talk about the question as the class, right? Right, so now number 1, what is the first movie that you remember seeing as a child? What is it, everyone? I know that many of you have a lot of movies that you have watched in the past time, right? Actually, like many stories, like the cartoon, like the maybe some of you need like to watch the horror movie, right? All right, so all of those movies are keeping in your mind as you were a child, as you were younger. Okay, so do you have any special or memorable movies that you ever watched when you were a child or when you were younger? All right, so keep the question. You can talk the question with your friends in the group as well, right? Okay, so now let's move on to our next question. Question 2. What movie have you seen 5 times or more and why? Actually, like there are many people who like to watch the same movie all the time, because the reason that they also like to watch the movie twice, 3 times or 5 times or more than 5 times, because they really like that movie. Okay, and that movie keep in their memories as well. Like have you ever watched the cartoon like when you were a child or when you were younger, like the Disney movie? Everyone, do you know Disney movie? Yeah, Disney movie is the kind of like most of the movie are related to the cartoon, right? Alright, so these are the movie that most of you may have watched before and may keep in your mind as well, right? Okay, so so I know that you have some of the movie that you ever watched for 2 times or 3 times or sometime 5 times or more than 5 times, because maybe you like that movie. And why you watch that movie again and again. Okay, so we may have different reasons to say about it, right? Even me, when I was a child, I also have watched many cartoon movie. Like one of my favorite movie is like called like what is it? Like like Spider-Man or Batman as well, right? So anyway, when I was adult, when I am getting adulthood, like nowadays, I also sometimes watch that movie because it reminds me everything when I was a child, right? Okay, so that's it for our questions. So now let's move to our another section of the video lesson today is about the vocabulary. Okay, so the thing that I need to teach you or want you to learn about the vocabulary first is because after you finish learning about our vocabulary this session, you guys also study about another reading as well. So to get familiar with the reading or to be understandable about our reading, you guys need to learn about our vocabulary first. Okay, are you ready, everyone? Now let's start with me. Okay, so here is about the vocabulary. So this vocabulary are extracted from page 28. If you want to see the vocabulary, you can find it out in our reading as well. So again, here are the vocabularies which I extracted from our reading on page 28. Okay, so are you at there, everyone? Now let's spend some time to check the bold word that which we have in our reading. Okay, are you ready? Now let's start with me. Alright, so there are 10 words on the whiteboard, 10 definitions, so we don't have the words yet, right? So the words you need to guess and you need to find out with me. Okay, so again there are 10 definitions. Let's start with our first definition. Okay, so I will provide you the word of each definition, and after I provided you about the word of its definition already, and I will give you the example as well, right, to make you more understandable and easier to get on with the lesson. Okay, now number one, the last part of a story, a movie, right? What is it, everyone? Okay. So it is about the word ending. Very good. Okay, now number one is the word ending. Ending is the last part of a story or movie. Okay, let's see about our example. The movie ended with a happy ending. Okay, have you ever watched the movie that ended with a happy ending, everyone? Okay, it's great, right? Now let's move on to our number two. Number two is the things that happen in a story. What do we call it in a story? That like the events that happen in a story or something that go on in a story. So we call it, start with letter P, everyone. Can you find it in our reading? Okay, it is plot. Very good. Yes, so number two is the word plot. Now let's move on to number three, using the facts or ideas of something. It is the word based on. Very good. Yeah, so the word based on means using the facts or ideas of something. Usually this is about the movie as well, right? Let's see about our example. The Titanic movie is based on a true story. Okay, have you ever watched Titanic movie, everyone? Yeah, right. So the Titanic movie is also based on a true story. It means the the movie creator just write or copy something from the true story and make it happen in the movie to make the audience or everyone to see it or watch it, right? Okay, this is we call based on, the movie is based on a true story, right? Have you ever watched any story that based on a true story, everyone? Right, so I believe that you had it, right? All right, so now let's move on to our next word is, we have finished our word number three. Now let's move to four. Number four is a book or movie that is considered very good and has remained popular for a long time. Okay, the word is classic. Good job. Okay, now the word classic means a book or movie that is popular and a good movie as well. Okay, now let's listen to my example. I prefer classic movie because they always good and popular, right? That is the reason that I prefer the classic movie. Get it? Okay, now let's move on to our number 5. 5, interesting and enjoyable. Start with letter E, everyone. Can you see it in our reading on page 28? Letter E, N-T-E-R. Okay, entertaining. Entertaining, good job. Alright, so entertaining is about interesting and enjoyable. Okay, now let's listen to my example. The Toy Story 3 is also entertaining for adults too, right? Have you ever watched the Toy Story 3, everyone? This is also one of my favorite childhood movies as well. Right now they have the Toy Story 4, right? I guess, right? Okay, now let's continue about our word number 6. The actors and actresses in a movie, play, or TV show. What do we call it, everyone? It starts with the letter C in our reading. It is the word cast. Very good. Alright, so cast is the actors and actresses in a movie, play, or TV show. Okay, now let's listen to my example. Okay, Angelina Jolie is a popular cast. Right, do you know Angelina Jolie? Alright, do you know Angelina Jolie, everyone? Yes, Angelina Jolie, she is a really famous Hollywood star as well, right? Okay, now let's move on to our number 7. The word, let's see our definition first. Several things of the same type that come one after the other. It's the kind of thing that continue from one thing to another thing, like one episode to another episode in the story as well. So it begins with the letter S. C, series. Very good. Alright, so now the word series is referred to several things which have the same type that come one after one another, right? Okay, now let's listen to my example. This is a comedy series which I have never watched. Good. Okay, now let's move on to our number 8. The main male character in a book, movie, who is usually good. Okay, for the male student, for the boy, you may know a lot, right, about the, what do we call it, everyone? It starts with the letter H. Hero. Very good. Alright, now the word hero is referred to the main male character in a book, movie, who is usually good. Now let's listen to my example. My favorite superhero is Batman. Okay? Right, very good. So now let's move on to number 9 is the system of sending TV programs along wires. Okay, so we call it cable. Very good. Alright, so now the word cable means the system of sending TV programs along wire. It's the kind of network, right? Okay, now let's listen to my example. I always watch that movie when it's on cable. Okay, so now the last one is the words in a movie, play, or etc. Right? Okay, now let's listen to my example and you can guess about the word as well, right? The actor and actresses always look at what? They need to look at something before they are going to start their play or their show. It is the word script. Very good. Yeah. Actually, the word script, you also have known it before. Maybe when you're going to do the public speaking or debate, you also need to write something on the script, right? So you write what you say on the script before you are going to do the public speaking as well, right? Okay, now we have found out about our word with its definition. Okay, now let's spend some time to read the word with me louder and all together. Are you ready? Now let's start. Ending, plot, based on. Okay. Classic, entertaining, cast, series, hero, cable, script. Very good, everyone. Okay, now we finished about our first session. So thank you very much, everyone. You can spend your some time to have a break for 10 minutes. Okay, and after you finish your break time, we can continue our class in our second session. Enjoy your break time.